Hi people, um, just a quick video. I'd like to talk about all the stuff going on now. It's really quite upsetting that so many people are fighting against each other. It's so obvious what's happening, but yet to some people it's not obvious. I think we have to really look inside our hearts and see the stuff that's gone on throughout history, to recognize how we've been controlled, how we've been pit against each other, how we even have understanding of, the basic things like black is bad, white is good. There are certain basic things that have been imprinted in our sort of consciousness. And I think it's good to be aware of all those things, but to not take it too far and lose focus on the emergency situation that we're in right now, as in the 5G, the COVID-19, all the stuff going on now. I think it's really important that we don't lose our focus. Why are we not pulling down the 5G masts? Defacing statues, I can't really understand what that does for anyone. Whether someone was racist or not racist, a statue is a statue. And the people getting upset about the statues being defaced and taken down, why would you get so upset about a statue? On both sides, there's so many inconsistencies and so much disharmony that's been created, and it's so simple for them to just put these little things in, and it's upsetting people and disturbing people, and people are becoming, fighting against their own friends on Facebook, on social media. It's really upsetting to see all this happening. Really is upsetting. But what I want to say is, where is the love? Where is the understanding of really what's going on, and focus on actually making moves to change, to find solutions, to debate this, to, come against our governments that's actually deceiving us and been deceiving us for many years? Where is all that? Where is the coming together to actually get back our rights? They're bringing out stuff that really, the stuff that they're bringing out, I don't understand why we would ignore all that and then focus on, racism, which has been going on for so many years and so long. The people that have ancestors that was involved in racism or whatever, that's not the people that's doing it now. All of the people anyway. There are some racist people still now, and you can hear by some of the language some of the people uses, you can see that there's racism going on in the here and the now. But what I'm saying is there's some urgent situations that we're in as people that we really need to focus. It's kind of like having your head on the chopping block, but instead of focusing on your head being chopped off, you're looking at your toe and saying, well, I bumped my toe and let's talk about that, while your head's going to be chopped off. Let's focus on really the important issues and come together in unity. And we can deal with the race issues, the divide, the separation. We can deal with all the issues together as one. We all got blood, we all bleed, we've all got spirit. There is no colour to your spirit. There is no colour to that. So why then? It's a spiritual war that we're all fighting, and it's a spiritual takeover that is trying to be done. We've been brainwashed by television, by the media, by all this stuff, and instead of looking at that, we're looking and fighting amongst each other as if we're so brainwashed that we can't even look past that for a second and really start dealing with finding solutions, because that's what we need to do. If we really want to have a chance of coming through this, we have to look at how we're living and really and truly, we have to really make conscious effort to not get bogged down with all these issues that seem to be allowed to be marched on, allowed to be discussed. You know, all this race stuff that's going on. Have you noticed? There's no one stopping that going on. There's nobody taking down those kind of posts because it's suiting a means to an end at the moment, and it's creating disharmony amongst white and black. It's creating so much divide and so much of people's hurt feelings from years back is kind of coming to light now, when I'm not trying to take anything away from any of the stuff that's gone on, because like I said, I've faced racism. I grew up in an area where there was a lot of racism, especially when I first moved there as a young child. If you look at my earlier videos, I've talked about this kind of stuff. I was going to actually speak more about my upbringing, but we're in such serious times now that I think it's much more important to deal with all of these issues that we're facing as human beings, that we really have to face now and get together in unity and peace and love. And if we're going to march, let's march all together as one, not against each other, not fighting each other. I've watched some stuff on this Tommy, whatever his name is, who's part of the new racist party, and so many people twisted and don't realize what they're doing to their communities, their own people, how we're distracting ourselves from the real issues and getting so worked up about these things that's going on and missing the point. Look at how many people's lost their jobs. Look at how many people suffering around the world. It's around the world. And instead of doing something about that, we're looking now to fight each other on race, on who's right, who's wrong. Look at slavery, look at this, look at that. Let's look at those things, but really, let's look at the other stuff that is much more pressing right now. What's happening, the 5G and the damage that that's doing, how they can use mind control. There's so much different stuff that we don't know about, and it's scary stuff. It's very scary stuff. Don't get me wrong. But unless we start addressing these issues now, where are we going to end up as people? Are we going to have a world for our children to live in if we let this carry on? Anyway, I will be making further videos. Bye for now.